Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, Italy, a place to love. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna talk about a lovely article that I found on a British outlet. The British outlet is thetelegraph.uk. So, in this article, they are talking about the perfect holiday in Apulia region, and it's a quite long article, and I decided to divide this article in 10 parts. So, I will make a 10-day trip in Apulia region. So, I will start from episode 1, where I'm gonna talk about history and geography of Apulia region. Okay, my friend, let's start reading together. Okay, Puglia, the stiletto heel of the Italian boot, has long been the destination of choice for its countrymen. They come in their thousands in July and August to bask on white sand beaches, wander fortified towns, and took into the region's famous rustic cuisine. Nevertheless, Puglia still feels off the beaten track for foreign tourists. At a time when Europe is suffering from over-tourism, Puglia feels like a mysteriously well-kept secret, especially in autumn, when the roads are quiet, the sea has warmed, and the peak crowds have packed up their beachwear and returned to the north of Italy, northern Europe, wherever they came for their holidays. Okay, now the region is long and narrow, with the northern part bordering Molise, Campania, and Basilicata. Basilicata is the region where I actually relocated. Montemilone is in Basilicata town. Now, the thing is that Montemilone is very, very close to Puglia. I said this many times in my video. So I choose this place also because it's convenient for me to, if I want, anytime I want to visit Puglia region, let me say in 15 minutes driving, I'm already in Apulia. Then if I want to visit Bari or other parts, might take longer because Puglia is a quite big region. As you can see, it has a very long shape. So it might take even few hours if I want to drive down to the bottom of the hills. I'd say it can take up to 3 hours if I want to drive from where I am. So let me say that to drive all over Puglia, from the northern part of Puglia to the southern, it might take 3-4 hours driving. So it's a quite long region. The southern area of Puglia is called Salento, and here there are two coasts, the powder blue Ionian Sea to the south and the rockier Adriatic to the north. When British tourists come to Puglia, they usually stay north of Lecce. In Salento, it's rare enough to hear foreign voices that you are looked upon as a novelty. Now, the most touristic part of Apulia region is actually Salento, that is located to the southern part of the region. So Lecce is the main city of Salento, that is part of Apulia region, and Salento is the name of this southern part, and is the most favorite from tourists all over the world who are coming to visit Puglia, even if Apulia has beautiful, beautiful places all over, from the northern part to the south. It's only because the southern is more, how can I say, developed for tourists more than the northern parts. However, you will hear lots of dialects, including Greco, a form of Greek used in a collection of villages south of Lecce. In the 8th century before Christ, BC, the region was part of Magna Graecia, the Big Greece, we call it Big Greece. Italy was conquered by the Greek, and the Italian part was called Big Greece. And you can still feel the Greek influence, actually it's true. After all, it's just a hop and a skip across the Adriatic Sea. The Romans marched in later, connecting the port of Brundisium, modern-day Brindisi, with Rome via the Appian Way. Tarentum, now Taranto, was another major Roman settlement, and the province formed a first line of defense against attacks from Carthaginians, from the North African, the famous Hannibal was Carthaginians. Okay, the one who came with the elephant and across the Alps to defeat the Romans, but then he lost. Actually, there is a very famous place here, not very close, less half an hour driving, that is called La Battaglia di Canne, the battle Cannes battle. And so, who loves history for sure knows about this battle. Anyway, I want to say as well about the Appian Way that the Appian Way is passing by Montemilone, because this Appian Way was the way that was connecting Rome. Now we all know that there is the sentence, all the roads bring to Rome. So basically, because the Romans used to build ways from Rome to all over the part of the emperor, and the way back they could go back to Rome through these ways. So that's when we say all the roads are bringing to Rome. After the fall of the empire, the Byzantine, wait a second, that I'm gonna move a bit with the map. As you can see, this is the map of Apulia, that from the northern part to the southern is nearly 400 kilometers, if not more. After the fall of the empire, the Byzantine and then the Normans arrived, the latter under Frederick II, who built, among churches and forts, the mysterious Castel del Monte. So perfect looking, you might think it was an artificial intelligence-generated castle. Now, Castel del Monte is located in this northern part of Apulia region. That's exactly where I am. If you see the arrow, that's exactly where I am located, where Montemilone is located on the map. So, and from here, let me say, half an hour driving, I arrived to Castel del Monte. I'm planning to go, actually I've been there many times, but I'm planning to make a video from Castel del Monte because it's extremely beautiful, and when you go there you really think this 12th century, 13th century castle was generated by an artificial intelligence. Anyway, let's keep reading. From the 13th century, Puglia was absorbed by the Kingdom of Naples until the Spanish arrived a century later. During this period, much of the region's grandest architecture was constructed, including Lecce's Baroque buildings, made with local stone, especially suited to ornate carving. Yeah, it's beautiful. The Baroque, the Apulian Baroque, it's something unique, and Lecce it has one of the most beautiful architecture about the southern Italian Baroque, and let me say Lecce Baroque. Okay, we are nearly at the end of the article. So the region joined the rest of Italy at unification in 1861, after which it was seen as the country's breadbasket, because here there's wheat farmed all over the place, in particular in the northern part, in this area here, it's called the breadbasket of Italy. Though its agricultural riches did not translate to economic prosperity. That's why, anyway, but the southern of Italy has this thing that always been poor since the unification of Italy, and still nowadays people are living, particularly the youngsters are living the south of Italy to study and to go to work in the north of Italy or abroad. This is a big chapter that has to be discussed, but let me say, it's good enough now to repopulate the south of Italy with its huge potentials. I see big potentials. Now, despite its much conquested history, Puglia's charms are undoubtedly its rusticity. Sea and small towns, rather than big ticket sites, go before everyone else decide to go to this beautiful region. But I would always recommend, and I repeat, because I'm located in this area, I'm very close and I'm very well connected to either to Bari or either to Gargano or either to Ostuni or Alberobello. I've been several times. Yeah? Let me say, you put yourself in the car. Obviously, they recommend to drive a car. Here, always the best way to visit Apulia Region and Basilicata too, because you see, all of this is the border with Basilicata, so they're very very well connected. It's hard to see the difference between Basilicata people that are called Lucani and Apulian people, the Ipugliesi. It's very very rare. Okay, this is the end of my first episode about this trip around Puglia. I wanted to cover a bit of history and a bit of geography. And what else can I say, my friends? If you like the video, put like, please put like, subscribe, and a good see you soon to from Antonio, Italy, a place to love. Keep in touch, my friends.